I just mentioned with the earlier question that the clients have become sophisticated in terms of the technical aspects of handling data. But what we observed over the recent years is the general rapid development of laws and regulations in China. So, given examples, we've been dealing with, the state secrets law, if you like, for many years. But in the past couple of years, we had now anti-terrorism laws, cybersecurity law, and even most recently, e-commerce law. All of these new laws and regulations really centered on protecting personal information, consumer information, consumer data, and Chinese citizens' data, and the others what they classify as important data. So, you still kind of handle the same process in terms of eDiscovery. However, every step of the way, you have to think about how the new rules and regulations you have to be baked into your process. For example, before collecting data, you got to think about having consent from the company, but now we have to think about having consent from the custodians. When you then have the data, you want to handle data, you have to think about where you're going to store your data at. And then if you need to somehow transfer the data outside, you think about, okay, have I thought of doing something about a PII, which is personal identifiable information, right? Do I have to scramble that information before I can send it out? Do I have to sort of redact that information? So that's, you got to take that into consideration as well. Last but not least is used to, some companies have their custom databases, vendor databases, increasingly is in the cloud, right? But the company never needed to worry about where the cloud is. The things just in the cloud. But now, because of new laws, they may have to think about bringing that in country, in China, so that it's compliant with the law. So, that's one of the major concerns is about how to deal with that data, but also comply with the law. But that goes back to my second point. The second main concern is because all this actual work the company has to put in cost. Because cost is definitely increasing to comply with all these laws, that's just nobody's sort of want to spend more money than necessary, but to run the business in China, you got to be compliant with all these new laws. So the company is now having lots of questions, not with a lot of answers still, because the law is still being developed, the guidelines are still being released, but they got to take that into consideration.